So it's been 3 to 4 years since we've seen each other face to face. And funny enough, we go way back because we went to
Yeah.
high school together. And you started this brand called Sneaky Elf. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. So Sneaky Elf basically takes care of all of your gift wrapping needs. We supply all of the supplies, the wrapping paper, tape, etc. Basically, all you have to do is drop off your gifts at one of our locations. I kind of joke that it's one of our locations, but because it was my first year doing it, the location's really just my parents' house. So you drop your presents off at the house and you get to maybe like pick out some wrapping paper that I offer, stuff like that. And then you can pick them up usually later that day or the next day. But really the goal and like the mission of Sneaky Elf is to help alleviate like stress during the holidays and birthday seasons. I know that that can be like really crazy for like a lot of parents and people in general that have really busy lives and are working 9 to 5 along with like kids and other things. Or maybe for people that necessarily don't even know how to rap or like want to learn how to rap, would much rather just have somebody else do it. So I do consider myself like a professional in the field, so I can get them wrapped pretty quickly. And design is definitely another pillar of Sneaky Elf as well. But yeah, our main goals are definitely to alleviate stress and you know get stuff done that maybe other people don't necessarily want to do. So
I like the idea. It's a very creative idea. It's almost like, I mean, you're a workshop. It's almost like a workshop.
yeah, exactly. You should have seen it during like Christmas time. Was like, oh my gosh. It was in my basement too. So it's like there was stuff everywhere, like scraps, paper scraps, presents. Like it looked like Santa's workshop.
I could definitely picture it. So, what inspired you to come up with this idea?
Yeah, well, I've always wanted to run my own business, and I think that Sneaky Elf is just like the beginning of something that I eventually want to do. I did go to University of Cincinnati for business school, so this was just one way to apply like the education that I had. I just graduated this past semester, so um, yeah, I just had always wanted to start my own business, and I was thinking, I was like, what's something that like business wise is a cheap startup cost, with something that I like already kind of specialize in, so there won't be much of like a learning curve. And that I was like, oh my gosh, I've been wrapping presents my whole entire life. I was like the family dedicated gift wrapper. Like Christmas, I'm already slammed wrapping all my family's presents, like my brother's gifts for the other siblings and cousins and stuff like that. Go to my grandma's house, wrap her gifts. So I was already kind of doing it in the first place. So I thought, why not kind of build a brand, do some marketing on social media, which is all for the most part free,
Mhm.
and then just buy some supplies for the startup costs and start marketing it out to other people that aren't in my family. So that's kind of what made me want to start it. And also, like I said, like just watching my like family, my parents, like the holidays can be really stressful for a lot of people. So I did also want to like lend a helping hand to some people that um, were like flooded during the holidays. I just wanted to give them that option that, hey, you don't have to worry about wrapping all the presents for your kids, because I've gone to some like houses and they had like 30, 40 gifts that they needed wrapped that were just, I mean, that's a lot. And especially if you don't know how to wrap. So, but yeah, that's kind of how I came up with the idea or was thinking about doing it.
Nice. It's a wonderful idea. Sorry that my phone went off. I forgot to put it
Thank
on.
you.
Forgot to put it on vibrate.
I know. I need to do that with mine right now. Okay, I just did it.
How was your Christmas, by the way?
My personal Christmas or Sneaky Elf's Christmas?
I mean, just in general.
In general, my Christmas was good. It was very busy, obviously, because of Sneaky Elf and like my own personal festivities and stuff, and graduation as well. But no, my Christmas was really good. It felt really festive this year. I decorated my parents' house for Christmas when my mom was away as a surprise, and my parents like really that was like really fun for me to do. So they loved that. But yeah, it was great. Gave some good presents, got some good presents, got to hang out with the family. I mean, everybody's getting older now, so you don't get to see them as much anymore. But yeah, it was some great family time. What about you?
Uh, sorry. For Christmas was hilarious, actually. Both. I mean, we went to my mother's side, of course. We went to my dad's side. My dad's side, we had to postpone a day late because my uncle's wife had to work. She works as a nurse, and she had to work on Christmas Day. And my aunt wasn't able to come home Christmas Day. She was able to come home the day after. So we had Christmas the day after. And we played this game. It's okay, you know the plastic wrap that people would use to cover meals with.
Oh
So we made this large egg, and it has like all these items inside of it. So it'd be gift cards, lottery tickets, uh, I don't know, just prizes in general. And we all had to take turns pulling off a piece, and then to see who would get a prize. But it was hilarious.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun. I feel like I may have seen that, like that type of thing on like YouTube or something. That looks so much fun.
And when it comes to Christmas and just in general, I mean, my dad's side of the family, they say the funniest things, and my uncle especially. I mean, he is hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. The family time's always great, and like just the good memories and making memories and stuff like that's always amazing.
And it's always hilarious when him and my older cousin, when they're playing card games and board games together, they tend to behave like 10-year-olds when they're playing the games.
See, because I think I'm the same way, so I can't say anything, but watching
And
it's
there was
funny.
this one time where at my brother's birthday party, they were playing a card game with my brother and my younger cousins. And oh my gosh, like they were laughing so hard. And my uncle he was laughing so hard. I've never heard him laugh that hard before.
Hey,
I mean, he
that's what
was
it's all
dying of
about.
laughter. Is
Oh, that's great.
there any advice you would like to pass on to future artists?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know everybody kind of says this, but just like do it. Whatever you want to do, just don't even stick your toes in the water. Just kind of jump straight in because that's really the only way that you're ever going to get like a true feel for what you want to do and accomplish what you want to accomplish. And don't, it's really like can be scary at first. And, like, um, just hearing what people have to say about it and their 2 cents. And there's a lot of judgment when you first maybe tell your friends or your family about kind of the idea you want to do, but really take that all into consideration a little bit. But at the end of the day, listen kind of to yourself and to your heart and what you want to do with your ideas, and just pursue them and jump right in and have a good time. But obviously, like do your research and stuff before, make sure that you kind of know what you're doing. But other than that, just go for it and do whatever you want. That would be my and have fun while you're doing it too. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, life's too
Definitely.
short to be too stressed all the time. Just have some fun with it, be creative, jump right in, be ambitious, be yourself. That's a lot. I threw a lot of things out there, but those would be my main ad- advisors.
No, it was perfect. It was well done.
Thank you.
It's funny because you've actually been second or third guest that has said something really awesome. That was really well done. You got me there.
Yay! Thank you. I'm usually not one to be super great with words, so that means a lot when you say that.
Me neither. Well, thanks for taking your time on this podcast episode.
Of course. I love what you're doing. I love the podcast. You're a great host. I'm so excited to watch Orlando Monster. Hopefully when it comes out, the big premiere.
Oh
But it was
yes.
great to see you again. And thank you so much for inviting me on and having me on.